Thelma and Louise is a meticulously written film directed by Ridley Scott. Released in 1991, Thelma and Louise is a beautifully shot film about outlaw justice that runs on friendship, heartbreak, and fury. The movie stars Susan Sarandon and Gina Davis as best friends who set off on a road trip in pursuance of exploring themselves, in which they become outlaws themselves, after Louise shoots a rapist that harassed Thelma in a roadhouse bar.
Y'all want a drink?
No thanks.
I'll have a wild turkey straight up and a Coke back, please.
In 1992, screenwriter Callie Curry became one of a handful of women to win an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. The film has earned more than $45 million at the US box office. On a similar note, Susan Sarandon and Gina Davis were each nominated in the Best Actress category, along with director Ridley Scott, who was also nominated for the Best Director. With this, Thelma and Louise was given a lot of praises from a huge number of viewers who appreciate the overall message of the movie.
Well, for everybody that wanted to see a happy ending for Thelma and Louise, to me this is it.
Thelma and Louise opens on an image of true friendship. The film begins with the portrayal of the two women. Thelma is portrayed as a ditzy housewife who is married to a disrespectful and controlling businessman, Daryl.
God damn it, Thelma! Don't holler like that.
On the other hand, Louise works as a waitress in a diner. Some might say she is completely free and easygoing.
Thelma, when you gonna run away with me?
Not this weekend, sweetie. She's running away with me. Hey, what'd you say?
The movie goes on to systematically point out the adventure that awaits the two best friends. The adventure began with the two women enjoying themselves, drinking at a roadhouse bar, in which they met a flirtatious stranger, Harlan.
I didn't mean to bother you. It's just hard not to notice two such pretty ladies as yourselves.
Little did they know that this Harlan guy would lead them to a dangerous situation that would totally mess up their plans and change their lives forever.
Stop! I'm spinning.
A stumble upon Harlan's attempts of rape gave us a preview on what the justice system really is about, and at the same time on how rape culture downgrades one's dignity.
Hey, quit it. Stop. Stop it.
Thelma, please.
Hey!
Never fucking hit me!
As a matter of fact, the journey was a representation of the ups and downs of their friendship, since the hardships they have experienced would prove if their bond was strong enough to outlive it.
You watch your mouth, buddy.
It's not ordinary for two best friends to be driving across states, running from the police, and committing armed robbery and other crimes while doing so.
Please!
However, the film is more than just about long-standing friendships, as it creates a new positive idea of what femininity represents. Initially, Thelma and Louise is powerful in part due to the fact that it's more than just about friendship. It transcends another deep genre which is about transformation and liberation that is intensely personal and political. It is about escaping the degrading justice system, although there may be many constraints such as gender, class, and circumstances such as time and place. It goes without saying that the film has smuggled into politics under the guise of two happy-go-lucky women taking a road trip together. The trailer, and even the movie poster, did not even hint us about its darker, more serious themes.
Kids, please.
You do? Well, you're lucky. You be sweet to him, especially your wife. My husband wasn't sweet to me. Look how I turned out. Now go on. Get in there. Oh,
Wait a second. Thanks.
That it?
Right.
Officer, I'm real sorry about this.
I apologize also.
Who knew that a simple and peaceful road trip would involve two innocent women into a heinous crime in regards with the underlying poor justice system?
Ma'am, keep quiet, sir. Sit down, please. Thank you. Just stay there. Bottles of water.
The controversial movie Thelma Louise has sparked numerous heated debates. This critically views the law and legal system's ability to protect certain members of society.
Let me go now. Come on.
Gorgeous.
Let me go. I mean, I'm married. Come on.
That's okay. I'm married too.
I don't feel good.
According to some reviews, many women audiences agreed with Thelma and Louise that the justice system aligned with rape culture often serves to oppress women rather than support and protect them.
Thelma, you in there? Thelma, come on, we're out of here.
In turn, this movie forces a dialogue about the increasing issues and the credibility of social and legal purviews of rape and violence, therefore highlighting the culturally dominant notions of gender, especially that men are more powerful and coded in legal discourse.
Neither of those two was the murdering type, pal.
It seems a bit odd that a large number of individuals never offer criminals the benefit of the doubt. Still, so much of our film is based on the theme of characters committing illegal acts due to unfortunate circumstances.
What did you say?
Moreover, many individuals will pay no concern for the cruelty and suffering that our society's victims face, while some of them are just merely innocent. Most rape victims, such as Thelma herself, will be told remarks such as, "She wanted it," or "She was asking for it." We live in an age where rape victims are the ones being blamed onto such accusations, so much that there has been a lot imposed on how women should behave and present themselves. When in fact, no matter how conservatively a woman dresses, and no matter how modestly a woman presents herself, rapists will still find ways to rape.
If you weren't concerned with having so much fun, we wouldn't be here right now.
Just what is that supposed to mean?
It just means shut up, Thelma.
So this is all my fault, is it?
For instance, Louise said that no one would believe that Harlan tried to rape Thelma because she was seen having fun with him. She said that authorities do not take charge on their responsibility to protect those who were offended.
Shouldn't we go to the cons? I mean, I think we ought to tell the police.
Tell him what, Thelma? Just what do you think we should tell him, huh?
I don't know. Just tell them what happened.
Which part?
All of it. That he was raping me.
Just about 100 goddamn people saw you dancing cheek to cheek with him all night. Who's gonna believe that? That we don't live in that kind of a world, Thelma. God damn it, pull over.
At the present time, we should recognize by now the privilege that certain members of society are given by those who exercise control over us. Given this societal dehumanization, the term criminal justice has become kind of a cruel joke in today's generation. The entire movie shifts gears the second Louise pulls the trigger in order to kill Harlan. This particular scene in the film was utterly significant as Louise's decision comes out in pure hatred on this man.
Fucking asshole, or I'm gonna splatter your ugly face all over this nice car.
They realize that they are done playing nice and keeping quiet to those who offend them.
Yeah, we think
Aside from this, the movie speaks to the feeling that women are not quite seen as 100% whole human beings, as we are ruled by empowered and entitled men.
How'd you feel if somebody did that to your mother? Or your sister? Or your wife? Apologize or what?
Fuck you!
Thelma and Louise has opened the eyes of hundreds in a particularly conservative era. In a way, it has called for change in the way society treats victims of rape with shame and disgust. Thelma and Louise has effectively influenced its 90s audience into taking rape incidents more seriously than ever and fighting the injustice it has been tied to for years.
I think that when it came out, I think a lot of women were extremely hopeful that we would start to see more women-driven films, and I don't think that that really panned out, and I think that a lot of women thought it really addressed a lot of the issues around harassment and things like that, and obviously